Alumni Association of School of Agricultural Sciences Nagaland University Metsiphima campus to October 20 Silver Jubilee celebrate Korea Homoy Nutun office bearers Junigina Dr. Narola Pongener pra President Ronchamo Kikon pra Vice President Dr. Rokulhu Keditsi pra General Secretary aro Alok office bearers P Junishe celebration laga second session day technical session aro cultural program bi thagishe abi details.
When there is rich forest, you will have good rainfall. If you have good rainfall, you will have a better harvest. That's what I mean to say. The symbiotic relationship between forestry and agriculture go hand in hand. We give you rainfall, we give you water, then you cultivate crops, irrigate it on time, properly, scientifically, then you will get better yield than any other hybrid crops in the state. So, I don't know in Nagaland, your state is something different than other states. Your state, the forest is maximum controlled by the district council. Your government forest is very less. In our state, 80% of the forest is controlled by the Department of Forest and Climate Change. So we encourage maximum plantation in the state, may it be in the form of ANR, may it be in the form of artificial regeneration, or may it be tunnel cultivation. So these are the differences. In the district council, you control, your government does not control state government. District council controls the whole area, and harvesting is prescribed by the state, maybe state government. Then you harvest and it's produced or sold in the market. In Mizoram also, same is the case. In Close Forest Division, there are a hell lot of tea cultivations, duly harvested as per the working plan prescriptions. They harvest it and sell it to the distance market like Delhi, Bangalore, especially the teak. Forest plays a very important role in inducing this climate. In our state, Nagaland including, microclimates are very active for the better cultivation of agriculture. Then relief also plays an important role in agriculture. when you talk of agricultural production in the state of Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh in the context, and also Manipur and Mizoram. Manipur is a 60% hilly state, and this only the Imphal Valley has got the plain land. That is why the region is irrigation facilities or gravity irrigation facilities are available in the Imphal Valley, and electricity is also generated from the Loktak Lake. See, in Arunachal Pradesh also a lot of power projects are coming out. May it be Subansiri, may it be Kameng, may it be Siang, may it be Lohit, may it be Tirap. In Subansiri river itself, there are three mega power projects. One is called Subansiri Lower Hydroelectric Project. The other one is called the Subansiri Middle Project. Another is Upper Subansiri Hydroelectric Project. All are executed by the National Hydropower Development Corporation, NSPC. That is the thing. So, in the states like Arunachal, the forest covers are decreasing day by day, though we are compensating in the form of money from the user agency to compensate the biomass lost. Then we go for this compensatory afforestation plantation. When your forest is healthy, then your agriculture will be healthy. Your horticulture will be healthy. In the state like Mizoram, Arunachal, Nagaland, all are hilly states. So we have to have this three-tier system of agriculture. In the plains, we have to resort to agriculture, then less than 30 degree, we should go for horticultural crops. Then more than 30 degree, we should resort to forestry crops so that the agricultural crops get good harvest and good irrigational facilities to the crops for better harvesting. So all the way, we can say the forestry and agriculture are going hand in glove. That I mean to say, forestry and agriculture have the symbiotic relation between the crops, because agricultural crops are mostly short duration, annual and biennial. Our forestry crops used to have this, what is shortest, quickest harvesting of ticks for pole purpose. It is 20 years rotation. Beyond that, we prescribe 40, 60, 80, and in case of the sal, we prescribe 100 years or 120 years rotation for commercial harvest. So these supplements with each other. Forestry supplements agriculture and agriculture supplements the forestry. That is why we, the technocrats, will have to have better understanding among the interdepartmental relationship like horticulture and agriculture, horticulture and forestry, forestry and agriculture. We have to have this sort of model of cultivation in the states like us, where we do not have much plain area to cultivate permanent cultivation of agricultural land, or we call it sedentary cultivation. So, though forestry is a long-term harvesting propositions, but horticulture is little lesser than that, and then the agricultural crops, which we generally go for annual, seasonal, biennial, like that. So nowadays, even the apples have been bred in the constrained areas so that it can also be cultivated in the hot, humid area by crossbreeding, the dwarfing of apples. So this can also be cultivated in the plains area, in the state like Nagaland and Manipur, major in the foothills.
So basically this is trust transfer. So from the growers to the consumers. How do the growers transfer the trust so that the consumers can very easily consume the food? Maybe they pay a better price so that the growers can benefit and also the consumers can benefit. So that's the whole concept. This was part of a research when I was involved with one of the Thai university. So let me proceed. So the motivation was the test, how it would be if you can give good quality. And the other one is the trust. So I'm going to show you the process. And the other thing is, how can you trace the source of your food? How do you know your food, how it was produced, what kind of water was used, where it was cultivated, and all the IPM practices were made or not? Those are the things that we will cover. So overview is we're going to do baby care. For example, of our research, we use mango tree. So mango is our example. So we're going to do baby care, means we're going to use sensors to monitor the moisture in the soil, the relative humidity and temperature in the environment. So I'm going to show you that. And the other one is how to trace where the food has come from and how it was cultivated. And the third one is the quality control. So baby care, basically we are following good farming practice. And so we follow all the process, including fertilizing. And of course, when we studied BSc Agriculture in Sasad, we didn't learn that mango can be pruned. But in tropical countries, now mango is being pruned. So pruning is done, of course, spraying for plant protection. And we monitor the environment. So we monitor the air temperature. So we have a weather station in the farm and also in the specific trees. So we measure the temperature, humidity, soil temperature, soil humidity, soil EC, etc. And the data is in the cloud. So basically from my mobile, I can know exactly what my plant number 3.1 moisture content is in the soil. So you can remotely know. So basically the data would help eventually for precision farming. So like I said, in Thailand, January, February, March, April is the time when mango is harvested. Having said that, mango is available in Thailand 12 months. You go to the supermarket, you get mango of different varieties. So basically May, June is the, after the harvest in April, the tree is allowed to be rested. And after that, pruning begins from May, June, weeding, mulching, all the normal process. Then July, August, because mid-June onwards, rainy season starts. And of course, with that, the problem of disease and pest. So we do the spraying. And of course, we also give next level of fertilizing in October. And then November, spraying again. And then November, basically mango is bagged. So mango is not allowed to hang like that. So it is individual mango is wrapped. And then the first harvesting is done in January. And then the second harvesting in March, April. So the main harvesting is March, April. The plant on the left, okay, the pointer is not happy. So on the left is the pruned tree. So you can see the branches are more spread out, light can enter. And on the right side is unpruned tree. So basically we had 10 trees, 5 pruned and 5 unpruned. And of course, so if you look at from different angle, you see on the left side is the good practice where there is pruning, and on the right side is not so good practice, which is no pruning. Bagging is done like this, and whenever there is a tear in the bag, like you can see, so you can see that green streak on the mango surface. That is due to the breaking of the tearing of the bag. So this is not fit for market. This is rejected. And then once that is done, then this is how it has been packed. Mango are packed in a bag, and then this is ULD. This is for export. So the sensors we're using in the farm, we had a weather station with all those sensors, and on specific crops, we had soil sensors, air sensors, where we're measuring carbon dioxide, air temperature, humidity, and also light intensity. Because the reason why we're pruning is we wanted more light to go in, and then, of course, for better air circulation. And for soil, we had soil temperature monitor sensors, soil moisture, and soil EC. Of course, in this team, the first man is a telecom professor. So this is not my technical area, so it's a collaboration. So anyway, long range. So basically here, he has developed the software whereby we can access the data from the lab or from home. So it's like you know exactly what is happening to your plant. So this is the farm where we did our experiment. This is in Chasang Sao, Kiat Ampron Mango Orchard. This is quite old orchard. So on they have basically A block and B block, but we choose A block, which is in blue. So A5 is the not so good practice, and A2 is the good practice. So if you look at A2 is the good practice, and A5 is not so good practice, which means no pruning and no manuring. So these are the light sensors that we have used. And then, of course, tracing. We trace where the mango has come. So we wanted the consumers to know how the mango was farmed, where it was farmed, so that they feel more comfortable and confident to buy and hopefully pay more. So this is the tracking device. And when we transport the mango, and we know when it is gone, because there is a tag. And also the temperature and humidity is also monitored. And typically in Thailand, from farm, first it goes to the packing house, where it is processed. The mango goes through hot water treatment so that anthracnose doesn't spread during post-harvest life. And then it is moved from there, of course, hot water treatment, dried, and then packed and sent to airport in a refrigerated truck. Goes to the domestic warehouse, then it again takes from the plane, it is shifted to overseas airport, then overseas warehouse, then goes to the supermarket. Now, where the challenge is at the farm. So that is actually the same process, the same flow chart, but down, if you look at the lower belt, then you can see those red and orange. Blue is okay, good. But red is where the temperature you cannot control. You cannot control the temperature at the orchard. And then when you take it to the graining house, you cannot control the temperature. But once it, and then in the packing house also, you cannot control until you dip. After dipping, when it gets dried, then the cold chain starts. So, but again, the critical point is at the tarmac. When the ULD is, okay, so in Thailand, then it is shipped to the warehouse, and Thailand has a premium, they call it premium lane, which means all the perishables goes through the premium lane. So the customs checks everything in the packing house, and once it is packed in the packing house, it goes through fast track. And so in the airport also, in the cargo, it's refrigerated. But when the ULD is waiting at the tarmac, the runway and the tarmac to be loaded in the airport, that is where the challenge is. So that's why the yellow. And therefore in Thailand, normally all the perishables are flown at night, not in the daytime, because daytime is very hot being a tropical country. So that's where the challenge is. And of course in the overseas market, when it is being transferred. So I have got 20 minutes. So quality control is basically maintained by cold chain. So if you cannot maintain cold chain, then there is an issue. This is brief, some of the samples we tested. In case of normal practice and good practice, this is the comparison. Normally, if you look at the TSS, it's almost a little bit better in the normal practice, but the sample size was less. But the TSS acidity ratio is much better with good practice, which means the sweetness and the sourness is better. That is the better quality preferred by consumers. So good practice has that character. And the other one is when somebody goes to the supermarket to buy, color is very important. So when you look at the color, if you look at the B, which is green to yellow, so in good practice, the peel, the skin peel and the flesh color both are more yellow than not so good practice. This is basically the QR code where all the data is fitted. So if you would like to try, we have some time, can you please scan that with your smartphone? Can you scan that QR code? You can try, some of you, try. So when you scan that QR code, all the location of the farm, details of the farm, and the operation from the pruning until harvest, all the farm operation is in that data. So when we did this research in 2023, and in 2024 we shared this data, and in 2025, some farmers in Thailand, they have already started practicing it. So when you scan and see the farm operation data, you feel, oh, the pesticide was last sprayed 6 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago before harvesting. So that means people are feeling confident to eat that. So that is something maybe small northeastern states has to think so that people will feel, confident that even if I pay good money, I eat healthy food.